2,200 people came out to celebrate Chinese New Year's in February at the University of Arizona's Centennial Hall. Cat's Eye reporter Allison Mullally has more on this cultural celebration.
In a year that began with the January 8th shootings, Tucson's Chinese community welcomed the Year of the Rabbit, a symbol of peace. Artistic director Larry Lang was hesitant to hold a New Year's celebration so soon after the tragedy, but local arts groups encouraged him to continue. This celebration gave the audience a chance to hear music and instruments from another land. Larry Leung is a guzheng player.
Every family, a lot of them have a guzheng, so it's almost like the American family, you have a piano. New Year, it's a big thing for the Chinese culture. It's almost like in our country, in America, it's like Christmas. So people really, use it as an opportunity to get in touch with family and really just party.
For Arizona Cat's Eye, I'm Allison Mullally.
Selling cookies is a yearly tradition for the Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona. But how have swings in the economy and even the January 8th shooting affected their most important fundraising event? I caught up with local Girl Scout Troop 152 for the story.
Yes, customer!
Girl Scout troops were out in full force this winter, raising money with cookie sales.
Thank you. Enjoy.
The annual fundraising event is essential for Girl Scout programs.
It's tremendously important not only for the individual troops, but also for our council as a whole. It's our biggest fundraising event of the year, every year.
The tradition started more than 90 years ago, and like many businesses, as the economy goes, so do sales.
People still support Girl Scouts, so we didn't see a huge dip, but it was harder.
But things are much better. Troop 152 sold more than $1,000 worth of cookies on the UA Mall in one afternoon.
It was really fun selling at U of A because it's hilarious seeing the students' reactions to the cookies. They're like, oh my God, cookies!
Today, Girl Scout leaders encourage boost sales at supermarkets, like this one where the January 8th shooting occurred, and that has some girls scared. But what can troop leaders do to try to calm those fears?
Our CEO, Debbie Rich, really made a point of connecting with all of our volunteers, all of our leaders.
We certainly talked about dangerous people, what do you do in a dangerous situation, how do you think through these things.
Leaders believe that selling cookies would also bring a sense of normalcy back to Scouts and customers alike. So what's your favorite cookie?
I love the Thin Mints and the lemon chalet creams.
The tag-along, especially if it's coming fresh from the freezer.
Oh yeah. I'll be right back.
Like clockwork, the Girl Scouts will be back next year to indulge their customers' sweet tooths.
Saturday mornings aren't just for cartoons anymore. Instead, kids can be poetry joeys. The U of A Poetry Center's Poetry Joey program lets kids exercise their creative bone. It features physical activities that focus on reading and writing. It's a monthly program that lasts for an hour and is aimed at kids 4 to 10. But parents are also welcome to attend.
They're once a month and we keep wishing they'd be more often. They're a really special sort of way to spend a morning. Plus it gets them writing.
For more information, head to azcatseye.com. We know that art comes in all shapes and sizes. Cat's Eye reporter Cassandra Lau got in touch with one Tucson sculptor whose art is absolutely moving.
Kinetic sculpture is completely interactive because you see it move in a space of time. Ned has been here for over 20 years in this space. When you come inside of here, it's just simply impressive. I mean, the whole entire space is completely full of moving pieces of artwork.
In reality, what I have is a collection of work that basically built itself. Because I didn't go get things, I just use what I have. And that's part of my big thing, is I only use what I have in the building. I mean, when they come in and all my stuff is moving, people just go nuts. There's something about like seeing something working in a way you're not supposed to be seeing it that just blows your whole theory about the physical world.
Seeing the kinetic stuff in here, really interesting. You know, you're probing inside somebody's mind how he's taken a bunch of junk and reassembled it. And it expresses a delight in life and existence itself. Things are, given a total new perspective and a second life perhaps even.
I claim I'm not responsible in a lot of ways. I mean, only thing I do is I pay very good attention. I pay better attention to the objects than most people. All I've been told my whole life is, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. Yes, I can, and this is it.
Some of Matt Bevel's art was at the Tucson Sculpture Festival. Here's Crystal Hart with more on that event.
Tucson artists display their work for collectors in town for the Gem Show. I got a sneak peek as they made their final touches. This is David Barella. He is just one of the 50 sculptors and painters featured in the second annual Tucson Sculpture Festival.
I've been a welder for about 13 years, and I've just always wanted to create something, and sculpture lasts forever, especially if you make it with steel.
The event takes place at several studios in Tucson's Warehouse Arts District. Over 300 pieces of art will be shown, and several artists are making commission pieces that have been pre-sold.
One of the reasons why this event is so important to the community is it brings so many different artists together that are doing a multitude of different types of sculptures. This right here is the most amount of sculptures that you can see in Tucson, Arizona under one roof.
Pieces like this musical installation excite and inspire the resident artists at the Sculpture Resource Center, like Joshua Woodhall, whose paintings are being featured alongside his fellow sculptors.
I've always been a painter. I've always drawn when I was a little kid.
Joshua has been working in the studio for years. He says both the center and festival offer an outlet to express emotions.
I've heard it from so many people that this place is salvation, and I can attest to it that it's the only place I want to be.
For more on the Sculpture Resource Center, head to our website at azcatseye.com.
They run, they jump, they toss, and they're all over 50. Coming up, we profile senior Olympians.
And later on Arizona Cat's Eye, I'll take you to the Tucson Rodeo, where cowboys say the passion for the sport is still strong.